Lindsey, and I'm here with Seether. How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
It's pretty nice out, huh?
Yeah, it is.
So, what's your favorite part of this tour so far?
I think just the shows. Lots of people. The attendance has been really good. Great stage. Everything's been really efficient, and it's been fun. Good shows.
Do you have any interesting fan stories? I know you guys have been a band since 1999, so I'm sure there's a lot. But anything recent or crazy or cool?
Lots of crazy ones. Not all of which we could probably share with the general public.
Something kosher.
Something
there's
always
different, maybe.
There's always something weird, what always amazes me is what people want you to sign, how will you sign the inside of my prosthetic leg, or you sign the hood of my car with spray paint, and just...
That's pretty good, because those are both very expensive things.
I know,
so,
random stuff.
I mean, that's very... I love you.
We signed an F-16 fighter jet once.
Yeah.
Just random stuff.
Where did they bring that?
We actually went to
just brought it in the venue, no big deal.
Where was that?
Was that Japan? Was that
I think
USO?
It was in Japan. We did we did a lot of
tour.
USO stuff.
Japan's actually pretty crazy. So.
Yeah, we went.
I've seen their fashion. I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah, totally.
So I know you guys have that song out called Country Song. If you were banned from making rock music, would it be country? Would you do dubstep or techno, or kind of other genres would you kind of venture into?
I don't know. I don't know if it would be country. Maybe. I mean, the lines are so blurred nowadays between country and rock music.
Mm-hmm.
It's all...
Yeah.
And
it's more of a blues riff, really, which is kind of the basis of all rock music, really. And Country Song was just really a working title for it. Sean usually does lyrics last when we're putting together a song. So just for reference, when we're recording or rehearsing, we'll give songs working titles. So Country Song was just the title for us because of that sort of bluesy riff. So it's kind of more of a bluesy thing, really. And I don't know, we like all kinds of music. All of us, our iPod, it's full of all kinds of, me and Dale, like anything from Gordon Lightfoot and Jim Croce 70s stuff to Pantera or, Slipknot or whatever,
I think that's important when you're making music. You have to
we're pretty diverse.
Gather from all different sort of. You gotta you don't have to like everything, but
and
appreciate.
It's almost like when you're on the road, like this touring of all these bands, every day it's rock music coming at you. So in your spare time, you end up listening to, I end up listening to other genres of music, like you mentioned, the dubstep stuff, and or world music, and stuff people really wouldn't expect. But when you're lying in your bunk at night, you want something that's not what you've been sort of pounded with all day. You put on something, you'll put on cigarettes and just go to sleep and just chill out. So it's I was listening to weird wacky stuff like that. I think it'd be cool to do that kind of album, like a real mellow cigarettes type of thing.
I see a lot of bands they'll have one guy would venture off and do more of a kind of a slower, maybe folk or some type of easy listening kind of music.
Cheetah from the Deftones did a great, I think they had 2 albums. I didn't get the second one, but Team Sleep was his side project, and it was a little bit mellower than the Deftones, but it was awesome. Great album.
Deftones are I don't know anyone that doesn't like the Deftones. I don't think I could be friends with someone who didn't like the Deftones.
No,
I mean, they're just, what's not to like?
I've disowned friends because they didn't like the Deftones.
Smart guy. So I think it's really awesome that you guys are from South Africa. That is one of the coolest things. And I have a huge interest in South Africa. Okay. What do you guys think that Americans have kind of a misconception about Africa?
I'd say one of the main ones, and it's not everybody, but we have had people, think that we've got, lions and elephants.
Yeah,
and
that's
things,
a big one.
Running around the streets, and, we ride zebras to school and that kind of stuff. So I think that's a common one that's, that people have. But just, I guess the basic ones like, apartheid. We still get stigmatized with that a lot. And it kind of sucks because, it's been so long, since that was abolished, but, it's still, it's such a hard thing to shake, and, the effects of it are so lasting. I mean, America still has problems, and, you guys are so far ahead of the curve, as far as that's concerned, but, you know, people are really trying, and it really has changed a lot. So when you still get stigmatized, you know, with that kind of thing, it kind of sucks. But yeah.
So what about like your hometown has kind of shaped your music, if anything?
You know, I think musically we always look to. I mean, there were some South African bands we really enjoyed and liked, but I think we mainly sort of looked overseas to American bands and British bands or Australian bands, and I think those influenced us more than the local bands. That's why even when we were playing locally, we were always the band who kind of stood out because we didn't sound like we were a South African band, have that, you know, very indigenous sound that most of the bands have, and I think a lot of people actually frowned upon that. They're like, oh, hey guys, trying to be this, you know, American rock band. We're like, well, we're just playing the kind of music we'd like to hear, you know. But yeah, I think we're mainly influenced by probably mainly American bands.
And if you guys weren't like in a band, do you have any other jobs that you could see yourself doing? Firefighter, doctor, lawyer, construction worker,
Yeah, I'll be a race car driver.
supermodel, race car driver. All the little things that we all thought we were going to be when we were.
Yes.
You got the coolest one, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, really, the thing I dreamed about being when I was a kid, you know, is turned out to be my livelihood. But I'm a music fan. I'm a dork. I'm a big collector, or I go to record stores on days off. What's left of the few record stores that are still out there on days off, you know, or the used record stores. But yeah, I can't believe it sometimes. I kind of pinch myself that I'm still doing this and getting to play music I love, being in a band I really enjoy being with, and the music's really fun to play, and do tours like this and meet people like you and be on tour with these bands. You know? But it's great, you know.
Pretty
it's
cool.
Definitely a dream come true, you know.
Oh, I bet you weren't like, oh, I'm gonna grow up and like repair TVs.
No.
That's what
I wanted to be a mechanic when I was a kid.
Okay.
I wasn't very.
Do you want to fix my car? It's like making this noise.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
When we wrap this one.
And I got one quick question, a little silly one. What 3 weird things do y'all do together? Do y'all have any like quirky, like video games or favorite foods?
We do everything together. Yeah. It's funny, you know, we live in each other's space, you know, 24 hours a day for months at a time, so, you know, on a bus. So, yeah, video games.
They watch documentaries.
Watch
I
movies.
love documentaries.
We do. We'll sit here and, well, we're watching Train Spotting now, but...
Have you seen the food ones?
Some of them.
Food
some of them.
911 or something?
Yeah,
it makes you're not gonna want to eat anymore.
Yeah, I like the scientific ones and the, you know, the
Real life.
Religulous? Have you guys seen Religulous?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I've seen
great.
that one like 3, 4, or 5 times.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like Bill Murray's.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, movies, video games, YouTube, just random, you know, anything that's going to kill some time and give us a couple cheap laughs, fart jokes.
I know.
Yeah, fart jokes really go a long way.
Fart jokes.
That's what keeps this band together is the fart
That's
jokes.
Good fart.
That's beautiful.
Clear out the bus.
Beautiful. Fart jokes. Well, it's been great interviewing you guys. I'm so glad I got to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Been great with Seether. I'm Rock Girl Lindsey.